So the current state of Formula One games in general, not just F124, but the state of Codemasters and the F124 games. This is going to be an interesting video because I'm sitting here rambling and ranting while I'm also on the controller, continuing from my last video. The F1 games in general, not just 24, because 23 had the same thing. It's like, it feels like they get stale in a way, and I know you guys can literally relate too. It's like there's not enough content. The F1 World mode has always been interesting to me. We thought it was going to be something special when we first heard about it, and it turns out it's really just a waste of space, in my opinion. I think it's stupid. We thought the supercars were going to be a good idea at first, and then obviously we saw that turned out, and it really wasn't that exciting. But I will say is, like, I just feel like sometimes there's not enough content on Formula 24. Like, even as the average gamer, right, you're just playing to have fun. I feel like even at that standpoint, there's not like enough stuff to do to really enjoy your F1 24 experience. You just do the same stuff over and over. Like, yeah, you might do a Grand Prix, which is really enjoyable, right? I mean, we all love racing, but I feel like they could do so much more with the game. You know, I feel like there's so much they're leaving out. You know, the content that could be made in Formula 24, there's just not enough, right? Like, I feel like if you want to make a good video, you either have to like do something else, download external mods to do something interesting, which there's nothing wrong with that, right? I think modding the game is always fun. I've always done it, you know, for so long now. Eventually, you want just normal content on the game, maybe some new stuff, maybe some new challenges. And I think the biggest thing I can think of that really hindered the new Formula One games, which all of you guys at home can agree because I've literally seen my comments and we've done videos of it, is the classic cars. I think them getting rid of the classical cars in the F1 franchise ever since they went to EA was such an interesting play, you know? I mean, we all missed the classical cars. That was such a fun feature to be able to drive those iconic cars, and it just felt fun because it was a new driving style. The handling was different. Everything about the cars was different, and that was new content, right? And that was something new you could do, and I felt like that was so exciting. I'm scared of the EA curse, you know? I don't want Codemasters to get the EA curse because we all know how it is. EA stops making content for games get stale, and it feels like it's slowly going down that path because everyone knows, when we all felt it in F1 23 at the very end, is that it just gets stale. And if you want to make content consistently on the Formula One games, it's like you have to do their career mode, you might have the creator series, shout out the creator series, and stuff like that. It just feels like you would stuck playing career mode and doing those, which are perfectly fine because like there's so many YouTubers that do such a good job and content creators that make career mode feel so fresh and exciting and interesting to watch all the time, which I literally watch those all the time. It's just, you know, so I bet you even those creators can tell you it gets repetitive, right? And they want some new content, and it always feels the same every year, right? I mean, it doesn't feel any different. I mean, what do you guys think? I think there's just a lot of things to be doing better. I think it's just content wise, just new stuff, bring new stuff, maybe even do like holiday specials. I don't know how they will do it. Like, you know how like YouTubers do like hide and seeks? I remember watching Yarno's videos, his fans, it's like that, try to wreck him, and then they try to like kill him and stuff like that, while others are doing it as well and trying to survive while others are trying to take him out. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it was, but I think it was kind of like around that premise. It's like, why don't they do game modes like that in the game? Like, that would be so much fun. They have like a Halloween game mode where it's like certain cars are like the murderers, you know, certain cars are like trying to survive. So then you have to like drive the circuit and try not to get hit by the murderers, and then you get like a kill. Like, that would be so neat. I feel like that wouldn't even take hard to even program and do, but it's little stuff like that I feel like they're just missing out on. There could be so much cool events and game content that they could really add that I feel like it's just simple. I mean, maybe it's not simple to do. It'd be very neat. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, what do you guys think about F1 24? And they need to bring back classic cars. I know I said that earlier, but dude, they just need to. Everyone can agree. All F1 fans know we need classical cars in the next F1 game. But, you know, I think the moral of the story is, I wonder, because all these other creators have came out and spoke about F1 24, because it's like once they drop the game, it feels like there's nothing different. There's no new features. Like, we thought there was gonna be some new features this year. Turns out it really is just the same game. I mean, the cars drive a little bit differently, right? To summarize everything, I think Codemasters, or EA in general, just drop some more content, please. You know, for the game, for the content creators, for the gamers. I mean, for the people that just love the Formula One games, who can sit here and play all day just like me, just like you, and just have so much fun. Like, I'm out here driving on controller instead of my wheel just because I want to. Just make some more content, you know? Try to be innovative. I mean, there's so much stuff they can do to even keep players coming back to the game. I mean, the players show up when the game first releases, and then all of a sudden, everyone's mostly gone. Shout out to the esports scene though. I think the esports scene, they do such a good job on, to a certain extent. I mean, I can't speak on that, but from a viewer's perspective, I like what they do. Shout out Hayden Gillis and his commentating over there. Let me know what you guys think. This is an open discussion, right? What can we do better? Hopefully the Codemasters can see this, just like all the other creators. Amazing videos on this topic of the current state of the F1 games. I think my input on what everyone else is saying, I would like to say the content thing is my biggest one. And it's my biggest problem I have. That's my take on it. What's your guys' take on it? What could they do better? What would you like to see improvement wise? Let me know if you enjoy the F1 games. I still enjoy F1 24. I think it's a good game. It's just, you know, sometimes it just gets repetitive. You want to do new stuff within your game, and I feel like they could do such a main racing series that people that don't even really know racing know F1 and still play the game. So like there's a lot they can do to appeal to a wider audience, sorry. So like the video, subscribe. This was a different kind of video from everything we're used to. Love y'all. O'Connor coming for you.